This is a true story, and if you've ever lost someone, really lost them, you might understand what I mean. My name's Daniel, and I need you to listen carefully, because this isn't just a story, this is something that actually happened, and it changed everything I thought I knew about love, memory, and reality. 3 years ago, my girlfriend Emily vanished, just gone. No trace, no signs of struggle. One moment she was here, and the next, nothing. I spent every day since asking the same question: where did she go? Last week I got an answer. Emily and I met in a bookstore. It was rainy, cold. She stood in the mystery section holding a copy of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I made a dumb joke, something about everyone in that section looking like a suspect. She smirked, glanced at me, and said, "Maybe I am." That was her. Clever, calm, magnetic. She had this way of making you feel like the only person in the room, not with loud energy, but with focus, total presence. She didn't talk much, but when she did, you listened. We started dating a week later. We fell hard. Our apartment was tiny. One bedroom, paper-thin walls. But we made it home. Candles, books everywhere. She painted stars on the ceiling. I used to catch her staring at them at night, not like she was daydreaming, like she was remembering something. Emily had this notebook. She always carried it, filled with notes, dreams, half-sentences like, "The door hums. Don't answer unless you're sure it's you." Shadows speak. Not all of them lie. I used to tease her. "What is this, poetry?" She'd just shrug. Sometimes my mind wanders where I haven't gone yet. At the time, I thought it was just her being artsy. Now, I'm not so sure. Everything started to shift in the last month before she disappeared. She got quieter, restless, would wake up in the middle of the night, sweating, whispering to herself. Sometimes I'd find her in the kitchen at 3 a.m., staring at the hallway like she expected someone to come through. I'd ask, "You okay?" She'd nod, fake a smile, and say, "Just a dream. Go back to bed." But her eyes told a different story. One night, I'll never forget this, she sat up suddenly and said, "What if I'm being pulled away, like piece by piece, and one day I'll just be gone?" I held her. I told her I'd never let that happen. But I was wrong. August 18th, the day she vanished. It was a normal morning. We had coffee. She wore my hoodie, kissed me twice before heading to work. Said, "Tonight, pizza and that awful alien movie you love." She walked out the door like she always did, and that was the last time I saw her. 6 p.m. came, no Emily. 6:30, no reply. 7:15. Her phone was off. I called her office. Her coworker said, "She left on time, seemed fine, smiling even." I drove around, checked everywhere, hospitals, police, friends, nothing. Nothing. The police opened a missing person case, but no leads, no security footage, no credit card activity, no calls, no pings, no digital footprint, like someone hit delete on her existence. Weeks passed, then months. I kept her things exactly where they were. The slippers by the bed, the coffee mug with a crack she refused to throw away, her notebook. I couldn't bring myself to read the whole thing. It felt sacred. People told me to move on. They said, maybe she left. Maybe she changed her mind. But I knew her. Emily wouldn't do that. She wouldn't just vanish without saying goodbye. Years passed. I stopped talking about her, but I never stopped thinking about her. Then, 7 days ago, I got a message. 11:41 p.m., unknown number. It said, "Hey, love. I'm sorry it took so long to find a way. I froze. The words, the tone, it was her. It felt like her. Then another message. You still look up at Emma Lara, don't you? My knees actually buckled because Emma Lara, that was the name I gave her fake constellation. We made it up on the rooftop during our first winter together. No one else knew that. Long pause. I called the number. It rang once, then dead. I texted back, Emily? Where are you? And got this reply. Somewhere between the cracks. They don't like when I speak to you, but I had to. I reached out to a friend, cybersecurity expert. He traced the number. The location pinged from a dead zone, an abandoned psychiatric hospital, one that burned partially in 2016. I knew that place. She used to photograph it, said it was beautiful in the way ruins tell secrets. I went there the next night. The place was wrong, cold, too quiet, like sound refused to stay. I walked through the halls with a flashlight, dust, ash, vines. Then I saw it, a room. Inside, a mattress, candles, and on the wall, drawings, her drawings, dozens of them, eyes, symbols, stars. And in the center, a familiar figure, me, with the words, he still remembers. That's the only reason I'm still here. My phone buzzed. A voice message. I hit play. It was her. Her voice, trembling, distorted. She said, Daniel, they watch everything. I'm not supposed to reach out, but I had to let you know. I remember. I remember you. I remember love, and that's dangerous here. Then static and silence. When I looked back up, the drawings were gone, clean wall, as if nothing had ever been there. I ran. I don't remember how I got to the car, just the sound of something breathing behind me, but there was no one. Back home, I opened her notebook for the first time in years. One page was fresh, new ink, new words. Some things don't end, they echo. When time forgets, love remembers. Soon. That same night, I received a package, no return address. Inside, her ring. A photo of us on the rooftop I'd never seen before, and a napkin from the cafe where we had our first date, written on it in her handwriting. Almost time. Listen for the hum. Since then, I hear it. At night, when the city sleeps. A low hum beneath the silence. I don't know where she is, or what she is now, but I know she's not gone. She's in between. Somewhere the world forgot. And maybe, just maybe, I'm starting to forget where I belong too. So if you ever feel like someone's watching you, if a hum fills your ears for no reason, or you see a strange symbol on the wall that fades when you blink, you're not alone. They're listening, she's listening, and so am I. Emily, if you can hear this, I never stopped loving you, and I'm almost ready to follow the sound.